How you doing, guys? This is Tony B. Hunting Figs. That is the name of the new channel. Unfortunately, this is a voiceover because I had some technical difficulties. Still learning this. I didn't know what I was doing, but the video came out with no sound. I'm not sure what I'm talking about here again. I think I'm talking about looking forward to going to New York in October for New York City Comic Con, and also mentioning the last video I uploaded, the quick vlog in my work vehicle about not posting videos for a while and trying to be more active on the channel. Just been going through a transition in my life. But with this channel, I want to do more than just talking about action figures and figs. I want to also incorporate, I've been trying to get on a health track with working out, and I want to try to talk about fitness and my journey in that. Also want to talk about law enforcement and, maybe share some personal stories. But right now, I picked up the TMNT movie Shredder, which I was surprised I found that in Walmart. It was actually $18, which I was surprised because a lot of those NECA figures, they've been on the shelf for a while and they still are full price. So I was just surprised to see that one was literally half off. This toy haul is also like a combination of different toy hauls that I didn't get to record. So this is kind of like a combined big one. So this next figure, that's the Jada, I guess you could say diorama, which I think is cool with Jurassic Park. I wish I got more into collecting figures from Jurassic Park, but I'm so behind, I don't even know if I would ever catch up. If I were to collect Jurassic Park, I think I would probably stick to the first two or first three movies. But I found that one and I thought that was pretty cool. I want to try to incorporate some collectibles from Jurassic Park. That was actually a good find too. It's actually the Mr. T, which I wanted. I was like hoping they would have it. Those are one of those figures that you'll never find. And if you do, I had to that was just something that I had to pick up because I knew I wouldn't see it again. I'm debating if I just want to leave him mint on card as a nice display piece. But if they could come out with the classic Hogan that he teamed up with at WrestleMania, what was it? 1 or I think it was WrestleMania 3. Because I have the regular Mattel figures of Mr. T and Hogan, so it was nice to find the superstar version of him. I'm still trying to find the superstar version of the Hollywood Hogan. I also picked up some graphic novels from Target, 20% off Blue Beetle. I saw the movie, it was okay. Just like The Flash, both movies were entertaining enough. But I heard that their comic book versions or counterparts are better than the movie, but I believe I think the Flash comic is a movie tie-in. The Blue Beetle one is more of just the comic. It's not based on the movie, but it'll let me know about Jaime Reyes's Blue Beetle, or version of Blue Beetle. So I heard Graduation Day was a pretty good comic. So that was a nice find at Target. I'm surprised they haven't incorporated more graphic novels there, kind of like a Barnes & Noble, but I'm sure they might get there. They have a lot of Japanese animation, like manga comics. They just surprisingly don't have a lot of Marvel DC comics. Yeah, I'm talking a lot. I don't even remember what I was even talking about, but I'm pretty sure it was good stuff. I'm just a little upset I couldn't get it. Oh, okay, so this is the G.I. Joe movie I found on Blu-ray. This is what I found on FYE. I've never been into G.I. Joe, but now with the old re-releases of the new G.I. Joe figures, they look pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to get into collecting them. I'm way behind. But I would like to watch the show and try to get into it before I watch the movie. So I've been trying to find the series collection that they sell in Walmart. It's a lot cheaper there. Also, of course, I picked up Into the Spider-Verse, or Across the Spider-Verse movie, and Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which I was very happy. That was a Best Buy exclusive. Comes with a 64-page comic book. I think that's one of the greatest Batman movies besides the Dark Knight trilogy, which is my favorite one. I think overall, not even cartoon or live action, I think that's just one of the greatest Batman movies that came out. I'm glad they released it in 4K. I'm very happy about that. But the Nolan universe Batman, that's my favorite Batman. So yeah, that's the 64-page comic that comes with the movie. I'm telling you, man, physical media is coming back, man. A lot of people aren't watching or subscribed to a lot of these streaming services. And at one point, people always thought I was crazy for collecting physical media. But I'm like, when you collect physical media, you always have it forever. You could always watch it when you want it. You don't have to worry about them editing certain things or taking it off TV forever. This was also nice, another nice find. I noticed they had like a little Blockbuster little shelf set up in Target. I don't think a lot of younger viewers, a lot of younger collectors are gonna know what those are, but those are pretty much a small, tiny duplicate. That's how the VHS tapes. That's what I would consider to be like the steel case version of back then for a VHS tape. Like some special VHS tapes came in that big, bulky white plastic cover. And I thought that was really cool that NECA kind of came out with that. That's what I like about NECA. They come out with a lot of retro, nostalgic stuff that I like. But these two, I picked up. They had a Jurassic Park, and I forgot what was the other one they had. But I just picked up the 89 Batman cover and the Ninja Turtles 2, which I don't know why they didn't come out with Ninja Turtles 1. But that one came with a little Leo figure and a little Leonardo Blockbuster car, which I think is cool. Wish I still had my Blockbuster car. Last time I had a Blockbuster car was like 2005. When I was in the military, but I got rid of it. And then I'm opening up the 89 Batman movie case. So yeah, that was just random when I saw it. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing where it's gonna disappear and it's gonna be hard to find. But I'm definitely glad those are also nice display pieces to have in an office or on a shelf. I want to try to collect more. That one came with a little Michael Keaton 89 Batman. So yeah, like I said, that's like the old school version of like a steel bookcase. That's what I could compare it to, for lack of a better term. It's not steel, it's still plastic, but it's definitely a big, bulkier, fatter cover. And these are this Fast and the Furious Hot Wheels I like collecting. I'm not a big Fast and the Furious car collector guy, but I like getting the small Hot Wheels. I have friends that collect the big Jada cars, and they have damn near the whole collection. So that's something that I wish I started collecting at the beginning, but it's just too much to catch up. There's cars that you can't even find anymore. But that was like a 5-pack, and then I picked up another one which was 5 vehicles. So you had that regular 5-pack I showed, and then there was like those over there, which was 5 of them that you had to find, which I thought was cool. Which those type of things, with those cars, I like to leave a mint on card. I feel like they're nice display pieces. I want to set up like a little section of Fast and Furious, maybe get a small metal poster type thing to put next to it. So I just gotta find one. I have a couple of the big Jada cars for Fast and the Furious. That was one of them that I left out by accident. That was one of the 1 out of 5 vehicles. And also found these, another 1 out of 5 vehicles. You had to collect 5 of them from Hot Wheels, the little Batmobiles you had. That one was from I don't know which comic that one was from, but it's very familiar. But that's definitely old school. And then of course the other one I just showed was the Batman animated series, but like a purple colored version. And then you have the white classic 89 Batmobile which is, it says that it's from the Flash movie. I mean, it still looks the same. They probably could have put 89 on it. And then you have the Batman Forever Batmobile. And then the last two were the 66 classic Adam West Batmobiles. For some reason, they came out with two of them, two variant colors, one red, one bluish. But that was pretty cool. That's something I'd probably leave mint on card in a little Batman section if I ever set that up. I also picked up a Back to the Future. This I was always hesitant on picking this up. I like Back to the Future. I do have the trilogy on Blu-ray, thinking about upgrading to 4K. I was able to find a Jada large scale DeLorean, which lights up. I think there's 3 different big versions that Jada has, but I'm like, man, it would be nice to have a little display piece with some NECA figures. So I just pulled the trigger. So I'm gonna have, I'm gonna try to find some type of stand or something that I can have for the DeLorean so it looks floating. And I wanna pose up Marty McFly next to it, but I gotta pick up a Doc Brown. And a lot of Doc Browns have been sitting around with ripped up boxes and everything, all dirty in Walmart. And surprisingly, they still want full price for that. That's why I was so surprised to find the Shredder with the box perfectly fine for 18 bucks. But Professor is still full price. And I decided to pick up Mustafa. Mustafa and definitely D'Lo. D'Lo was like one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, so I'm glad they came out with him. I wish this would have came with the European title, because I know that was a title that he held in that era. When are they gonna make a Godfather? Probably are after the Mustafa. They're probably gonna make a Godfather action figure. Okay, the Wanderer. That was a good find. I found that at Best Buy. By the way, the other figures, the Mustafa, D'Lo, Jurassic Park, I found all those are Target. I found this one at Best Buy. So those who've read The Last Ronin know which turtle that was. So I don't want to spoil if anyone who wants to read or hasn't read the comic yet. So I figured that I'm not going to find that figure again. Maybe it'll come up a couple of times, but that's like a holy grail figure for me. And it seems like that was my haul. Wrapped it up. Again, glad for you guys watching. Again, my channel is called Tony B Hunting Figs, but I'm gonna try to talk about different topics. Law enforcement. I'm into law enforcement. That's my job. I'm into art, drawing, comic books, toy collecting, of course, and maybe on my journey of trying to lose weight and get into shape. So peace out, and I appreciate you checking out the video. Thanks.